What's up everyone, welcome back to the Red and Blue Site YouTube channel, and some big news. As you can tell from the title, Ismaïla Sarr has finally signed a 5-year contract with Crystal Palace Football Club. Dougie has finally got his man. I think it's the big takeaway from all this. It's a player that Dougie Freedman has been looking at for a number of years now, and in his interview with the club, Ismaïla Sarr said he knew a few years ago that Palace were interested in him. It's been a very long process this, but finally the timing is right, the manager's right, the deal is right. And circumstances mean that we've managed to get it over the line. We knew that he was flying over from France, from Marseille, to get the contract signed on Friday. It's taken this long to get the work permit all sorted. And finally, when things are starting to get a little bit awkward, like this is taking quite a long time, the contract has been signed. Initial thoughts were the same. If you go and check out my TikTok, Red and Blue Site TikTok, I said it on there and I've said it on here as well on YouTube stories, that I find that a lot of people are worried that this is a direct replacement for Elise. I really don't think that's the case. I think that either we sign someone to replace Elise with the money we've made from him, or we promote Franca into that role, because a lot of people forget Frank is kind of like the forgotten man in this squad. Injured for a lot of last season, and when he was fit, he was playing under Roy Hodgson, so he hasn't really played yet under Glasner. So I really do think that Frank has a big part to play in next season's squad and could very much take up the role that Elise has left. But in terms of Ismaïla Sarr, I don't think he's that replacement at all. I think he's more of a squad player, but he adds something a little bit different, more of like the Jordan Ayew role. And I think it's relevant, especially with Ayew looking like he could be on his way to Leicester City this summer. If that happens, obviously a video will come out from myself if that does happen, and we will address that in more detail, but about the importance of Ayew, etc. But Ismaïla Sarr's got very similar features to Ayew, in my opinion. More pace is the one big difference, but in terms of similarities, he's good on the ball, direct, likes to run at the defence, can provide goals and assists, has got good shot on him and some skill as well. I mean, Ayew, he brought it out in small doses, but when he did bring it out, oh my God, some of the goals that he scored, some of the moves that and plays that he's set up and created with his skill has been incredible. And I think Ismaïla Sarr is a player in a similar mould to that. Watford fans, I hope, if there are any Watford fans watching this, please put in the comment section down below what he will bring to this squad. I'd be interested to know from those who have seen him a lot in the Premier League. Obviously, his time at Watford, I liked to think was a good one. I think from the outside looking in, he looked like one of your best players in the Premier League at the time. So I think that he's obviously someone with experience in this league, experience in the division. I think with better players around him then, in all due respects, that Watford squad, I think that it's a chance for him to really flourish. I think he wants to be here. I think since he's known about the interest a couple of years ago, obviously we've really wanted him. Dougie Freedman's been after him for a while. He's got one under his belt, and Dougie Freedman, as we all know, and the boards have had a really good track record with signings over the last few seasons. So I've got full faith in this. I think it's going to be a good addition to the squad. It definitely bolsters our attacking options. We were quite light in the wing department, and just the front three in general, we were quite light. Fullback is another thing we've got to look at. I think fullback is very lighter. But the rest of the squad is looking quite good depth-wise as things stand. Obviously, players could come and go. Definitely, some players could leave in the next few weeks, and then we'll have to address that. But Ismaïla Sarr's in the club, as I said, on a contract till 2029. Long-term deal as well. Really like that. Chance for him to really bring himself back to the heights of the time at Watford, and he's back in the Premier League, and I'm really excited to see what he does. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Please follow up, like, share, get this out to as many Palace fans as possible. And if you want more content like this, more football related content, but specifically Palace related content, please hit the subscribe button and go and follow my socials as well in the description down below. Big love to you guys. Ismaïla Sarr at the club on a 5-year contract. Come on, the Palace.